think being the very best version of myself. My school motto was always, only your best is good enough for you. And it's actually sat with me the whole of my life. So whatever I do, I've got quite a competitive edge as well. So I'm always sort of quite determined just to be the very best that I can be. My biggest inspiration is probably my mum. She was a fantastic role model when I was growing up. And she always encouraged us. And she always basically said, if it's going to be someone, why shouldn't it be you? Now, for a girl that's looking at going into a career that doesn't exist at the time, that's quite good advice, actually. So to keep on chiselling away until they did change the rules, allowing women to become fast jet pilots, then actually, why shouldn't it be me? So no, she was a fantastic role model for me. I think when you take the world of military operations, and especially fast jet operations, one of the areas that we really focus on is the debrief, and it's the learning from perhaps our failings. It's learning from when things go wrong as well as celebrating when things go right. And I think businesses do have this wonderful tendency to look at the strengths, look at the opportunities, and then focus so much attention on that sometimes those threats, especially latent threats, those very small threats that reside within systems and businesses, they're the ones that often bite us, especially when we're feeling complacent. So for me, it's all about looking at that beneath the waterline, I call it, perhaps the things that don't go according to plan, and they're the things that often affect our bottom line. Remaining calm under pressure is an interesting one, isn't it? Because in the world of fast jet flying, when you're flying at low levels, at fast speeds, things can go very quickly wrong. And for me, it's always about having planned to the absolute nth degree. If you have covered in your plan everything that could possibly go wrong, well then actually if it does go wrong, you're simply following the plan. And actually, if you can then control those controllables, as they say, and I use that all the time. If I'm stuck in traffic, can I do anything about it? And if the answer is no, then I actually physically calm myself down. Fear of failure can be completely overwhelming, and I fly with a lot of cadets now from air training corps and combined cadet forces, so 13 to 18-year-olds. I flew with a young lady called Emily a few years ago now, and she gave absolutely nothing to me on the flight. She didn't appear to be interested, quite subdued, quite surly, if I'm honest. I did think perhaps typical teenager at that point, but I gave her the benefit of the doubt, and she proved herself to be the best pilot I'd ever flown with true raw skills. And it made me very much realise that the reason she wasn't trying was because she was so scared that it was something she wanted so much. What happens if she gave it 100% and she still failed? And so she decided not to try. So for me, it's about trying to overcome that fear, to say, actually, you know what have I got to lose? Because if we don't try things, we don't know what we can be truly talented at.